Last time on Riverdale, Mayor McCoy hosted a community food festival in an attempt to celebrate the town. And by the end of the night, we all truly got a taste of Riverdale.
No. Oh, God. Okay, it's great. It's so good already. Okay.
I like that was, yeah, okay.
Dang. Okay. I'll look over here so that you can
No, you're
lock
fine.
in.
I'm laughing at my own jokes. It's not your fault. A young man breaking curfew. The young man's groomer caught in an awkward conversation. Hardcore survivalist turned evil adventure scout. And a round of Pop's strawberry milkshakes. All hell broke loose. And by hell, I mean Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper, who was slapped into oblivion after a snarky comment aimed at a grieving mother. In another part of town, crime and consequences. Members of Riverdale High's revered football team found themselves in hot water after our detective teens found written recorded proof of sexual harassment and abuse against the young women of Riverdale High. Taking matters into her own hands, our beloved Betty Cooper went full dark. No stars.
It's too good. It's too good. You're popping off.
Dark Betty lured the ringleader, Chuck Clayton, into a hot tub. There, she drugged him, handcuffed him, boiled him, and finally waterboarded him with maple syrup until he confessed. Did she go too far? If you ask this reporter, the answer is no. Another crime committed by the notorious Geraldine Grundy may be about to have consequences of its own. After the evil adventure scout Dilton Doily reported that he saw Miss Grundy's car at the river's edge on the morning of July 4th.
I was trying to hold it so bad. Okay, it's so good though.
All right, I gotta switch to my normal voice. It's hard to go back.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll read my notes in the newscaster voice the entire time in my head. It kind of makes it funnier, but it's too much.
Yeah. It really makes like the little sarcasm like stick out. Just so good.
Welcome, viewers, to Riverdale and Back Again, the unofficial companion podcast for the fantastic show Riverdale. I am Velvet, and this is Rosal.
Hi.
And today we're covering episode 4 of season 1. This one's a long one, folks. All right. Oof. I don't even want to do this.
This episode was plot.
Too much.
And the most camera changes you could ever imagine in your life.
Way too many.
So here we go.
If you get confused, so are we. We start the episode with narrator Jughead Jones explaining that it has now been a week since Jason Blossom's body was discovered, and that Jason would not be the only casualty in Riverdale. He goes on to say that the Twilight Drive-In theater where he works will be closing for good. Is he comparing the murder of a teenager to the closing of a drive-through theater?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Jughead explains that the town is pretty tense with suspicions and accusations, and we get this great flash of the sheriff questioning the Blossom family, but they're in this gothic-looking greenhouse surrounded with purple orchids. Jughead calls Betty the friendly neighborhood Hitchcock blonde as we pan over to Betty in her room. She's writing in her diary as she narrates that because Archie admitted he was at the river and heard the gunshot of July 4th, and Dilton Doily reported that he saw Miss Grundy's car that morning as well, Betty immediately suspects that Archie is having a secret affair with Miss Grundy because she's smart.
Yes. We also get like a pan to her mirror, and we get a second product placement of CoverGirl.
Oh, I missed it.
It's all on her like little makeup, whatever it's called.
Vanity.
Yeah, the vanity. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of CoverGirl stuff on there.
Speaking of Miss Grundy, we head over to an outdoor music performance where Miss Grundy is playing her cello. There's this close-up of her glancing in the distance with full paranoia, as if she's going to be surrounded and tackled by the entire police force at any given moment. That's what I interpreted it
That
as.
is what is
It looked a little
happening.
evil. Or
It did
or
look
paranoid.
a little evil. Yeah. She was ready for like an airstrike.
Yes.
She was kind of looking up
She
also.
was.
But she was ready.
She was ready for something.
She's ready for something. I did write the song that they're playing.
Oh, what is it?
I found it out. It's called The Forgotten Ones of History.
Oh.
But it's in French, so this is it translated.
The Forgotten Ones in History?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It is.
I wonder if that is meaningful in some way.
Or maybe not.
We'll see.
We will see.
Archie and his dad, Fred, are attending this performance. Fred says she is incredible. And Archie's like, she's the best. Grundy then glances at Archie, and for the 50th time, Archie has flashbacks of all their inappropriate escapades. There's one flash that I believe shows that at the end of last episode, when Archie approached Ms.Grundy, they did end up having relations right there in the music room.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Scandalous.
Little scandalous.
I did want to talk about the music that was playing, though, because the cello on that song was shredding. It was going crazy, like do 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 do. And it's like, okay, they're saying how amazing Grundy is the whole time, but she's like barely moving the bow. It's like duh.
Yes, she's just slowly going back and forth with the bow.
Yeah, there's a second cello player there. Apparently, is playing all of it. But I just want to mention how they are so like enamored by her, but she's really not doing anything at all.
She's doing the least.
Doing the least that
the other cello player was the incredible one.
Exactly. And she's been practicing. I guess, okay, actually, I guess it makes sense because she's always about to practice and then gets interrupted.
She does get interrupted every single time.
Yeah. So she had no time to actually practice for this performance.
True. When the performance is over, Archie and Fred approach Ms.Grundy. I think Fred is just complimenting her performance, and Archie gives her flowers.
Yeah. And Fred said that he had to beg Archie to let him come.
That's right. Yeah. Yes, Archie did not want his dad to come. I wonder why. Fred then invites Ms.Grundy out to dinner with them that night.
He wants to invite her out for dinner that night after everything he's done for his son with his music. Oh, yes. She's been helping him with his music. Yeah, so. Air quotes.
Yeah.
I guess not air quotes. I guess technically has been.
I guess so.
But
we never see it.
Also other things.
Well, also other things, yeah. So we head over to Pop's Diner, where Jughead, Betty, Veronica, and Kevin are hanging out. Jughead is venting about the drive-in closing, and we get a great quote right off the bat. He says, "Just one more nail in the coffin that is Riverdale. No, forget Riverdale. In the coffin of the American dream." And we feel that.
After the American Dream, Jughead was like, as the godfather of indie cinema, Quentin Tarantino. Oh. And then Kevin was like, oh my God, here we go again.
No more like, Quentin Tarantino quotes.
Rolls his eyes.
And I think Jughead just says, what? I'm angry.
Yeah.
Jughead is literally shouting in this diner. Veronica says something like, what's even the point of drive-in theaters when we have Netflix? Another Netflix product placement.
Yeah.
And then she asks, who even goes there? And Kevin quips in, people who buy crack. Jughead then responds to Kevin. He says, and cinephiles and car enthusiasts. He does not refute Kevin's statement about the crack drug dealings.
He does not. He just adds.
He then says, right, Bets? Referring to Betty, which I don't think I've ever heard anyone use that nickname for her.
Yeah. And I don't know if it ever comes back.
I don't think it will. Jughead explains that the drive-in was purchased by an anonymous buyer. And Veronica said, why? Why would they hide who they are? No one cares. And Jughead's like, I do. Like, oh my God, Jughead is losing his job because of the closing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Veronica, he's right in front of you.
A little more tactful.
Yeah, God. So Jughead is thinking of a movie to play for the closing night. He suggests American Graffiti, which I looked up. We could cut this out if we want. But American Graffiti is a musical comedy by George Lucas, who did Star Wars. And it features a drive-in theater.
Oh.
That's why he said, or is that too obvious?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to look it up. Veronica suggests something with Aubrey Hepburn or Cate Blanchett, who plays Galadriel in Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
So it could have been
Lord of the Rings.
It could have been a 12-hour movie marathon drive-in theater night.
It could have been.
It could have been.
That would have been the ideal.
Yeah.
The ideal movie night.
Yeah. Kevin suggests The Talented Mr. Ripley, which I looked up. That movie, it's an adaptation from a book, but it features a queer character trying to adopt someone else's lifestyle. Do you remember Saltburn?
Yeah.
It was like Saltburn, but before Saltburn.
Oh, okay.
It's like the very similar concept.
Okay. But yeah, when Kevin says that too, he stares at Veronica and does this really creepy smile, and the camera just like stops on him. Like, for how fast Riverdale stuff happens, it just really took the time to look at that weird smile that Kevin was doing.
I noticed Kevin's weird smile, which is why I wanted to look up what the movie was about. But I assumed it was going to be something like queer related, maybe something like nice and like meaningful or something like that, but it's just about like a psychotic queer person. So I don't know why he had that like thoughtful sweet smile on his face, but it was kind of like when they kept the camera on Cheryl too long when she was running.
Yeah. It was just like a little too long.
A beat too long.
It would have been fine if it was just like a thing, then it goes to the next beat, but it just kind of lingered there a little too long, where it was uncomfortable.
It was a little uncomfortable. Betty then suggests Rebel Without a Cause, which famously stars James Dean, whose character falls in love with a local girl who's in a relationship with a popular tough guy. He's kind of like an underdog, like our Jughead.
Maybe.
And Jughead gives Betty a cute little smile for that suggestion.
He was impressed by the suggestion.
So impressed. So cute. Betty finally takes a tiny sip of her milkshake as Veronica's mom, who is waitressing there, brings them their food.
Yeah, I did put down that she drops off onion rings.
I saw that.
To Veronica, and then I think brings a burger for Jughead.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think that's a 2. And also, I do want to comment that Veronica has water.
Water.
Like a glass of water with a straw in it. It might be Sprite, but there is no carbonation in that.
Or ice.
And it was just like, because everyone else, like, I think Kevin also has a drink, but I think it's like blue or something.
It's like a soda.
Yeah. But Veronica just has straight up water at Pops.
But she at least did get onion rings.
Yeah. But I
with
feel like
no ranch, though.
Oh, true. Yeah. So committing 2 sins, the devil incarnate.
It cuts to Cheryl and her cronies also at Pop's Diner. Cheryl is saying something like, I never would have allowed Veronica on the Vixens if I knew her mom was a waitress. She says it's off-brand and sends a false message about acceptance, which is insane.
I love that line. It's so good.
It's a good one. We were kind of hoping Cheryl was turning things around last episode, but she is apparently still awful.
In the best way.
In the best way. At least she's funny.
Yeah.
The cronies say that the Vixens actually like Veronica now after what her and Betty did to Chuck.
Yeah, they said they took her, or she took him down TMZ style.
TMZ style.
Another reference.
That is another reference, a real life one. Mm-hmm. Hermione goes to pick up the bill from Cheryl's table, but Cheryl slams her hand over the bill first and basically tells Hermione not to steal any of it because the lodges are known to have sticky fingers. Oh my God. She is, of course, referring to Veronica's dad, Hiram, being on trial for fraud and embezzlement.
Mm-hmm. When that happens, Veronica gets up to go help Hermione, and then Hermione's like, I got this.
She does. She does. We then get a killer line from Hermione. She says, I went to school with your mother. She didn't know the difference between having money and having class either. Dang.
I know.
Cheryl, she's gone.
Truly.
Yeah.
Down Sweetwater River.
We're back now with Betty's group. They spy Archie, Fred, and Ms.Grundy walking into the diner together. As they go to sit down, Betty marches over there and asks Archie to talk to her outside. Uh-oh.
About school stuff.
Quote unquote.
School stuff.
Mm-hmm. So now we're outside of Pop's in the parking lot. So Betty and Archie are talking. Betty is asking, as your best friend, is there anything you want to tell me? And Archie's like, I don't think so. Betty brings up, that Miss Grundy was at Sweetwater River. Were you with her? And Archie just says, did Jughead tell you? Betty's like, Jughead knows about this?
Yeah. Like you could see it in her, like her brain is moving.
Yeah, she's like, wait, what? It cuts back into Pop's, where Veronica, Kevin, and Jughead are still sitting. They're all kind of like peeking out the window, snooping on the conversation. Veronica asks if they're talking about her, and Jughead just says, like, no, just drop it.
Yeah. I would leave it alone if I were you.
Yeah. But Veronica says, like, well, you're you and I'm me.
Yeah.
You do you, girl. I'll be back. So she just can't help herself. She has to see what's going on.
Oh, Kevin does say a line, though, as Veronica leaves.
He does.
Yeah, and he's like, I wrote it reverse, but he's like, I honestly cannot remember what it was like before she got here. And it's like, okay, so she's been there for a week.
It's a week. It's only been a week.
It's a week. Really, and Kevin lost all memory. Gone. So it's just kind of like...
Maybe it lends credence to the, what everyone's saying, that Riverdale was just a nice, quiet, small, innocent town.
Yeah.
And now that Veronica's here, plus Jason's dead and candles everywhere, he's like, I don't even remember that nice little town.
That's what I mean. But even the thing, too, that's kind of weird is like earlier on when Jughead was doing his little monologue in the intro, and then also like about the coffin, because he's like, oh, this wouldn't be like, this isn't the first and it's not the last thing.
He did say the final nail.
But what was the first?
Like, it couldn't have been Jason.
No, I guess so, but it was more like, where is he saying? Oh, he says, Jason. Oh, actually, it's about Jason. He says Jason's death won't be the first or last casualty in Riverdale.
And then he says the Twilight Drive-In's closing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jason's not the first, even though it's a small town where nothing ever happens. So there has been stuff that's happened.
I thought you said Jason isn't the last.
Oh, okay, I'm wrong. I thought he said first and last.
I don't remember. Never mind it.
Anyways,
we can see right here.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm probably wrong. So
I don't know. I just was really hung up on the fact, like, because I thought he was saying like, oh, Jason Blossom isn't the only casualty, and I was like, oh, like someone else is gonna die. And then he's like, the Twilight Drive-In's closing. I was like, oh, is that what you meant?
No, yeah, that's 100% what he meant. But
I think I don't remember that the part before that.
Okay. I don't know.
I mean,
it's not important. Like, it's not important to say in the thing. I just think like the thing that I care about more is just Kevin does not have any recollection of before a week ago. Like,
no.
Veronica came in and mind wiped.
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
And Kevin lost all his childhood.
It's all gone.
He
doesn't even know who he is.
He doesn't even know who he is anymore. And that's what I'm just like stunned by, that like it's only been a week, and
relax,
how much has she actually done in that week?
I know.
Betty's done a lot.
Betty and Archie have been Jason died.
Yes. But Veronica said she's going full dark, no stars, scorched earth. And then she didn't do it.
And she also shoved Kevin into that locker. Maybe that caused him amnesia.
He hit his head. Okay. All right. That's what actually happened at that point. Okay.
Veronica gave Kevin a traumatic brain injury when she shoved him into that locker.
Yes.
So Veronica heads outside to join the conversation, and the conversation is as follows. I am playing Archie, and Rosal will be Betty and Veronica. It's not what you think.
So it's platonic?
Well, maybe it's a little like what you're thinking.
I can't hold it. Are you and Ms.Grundy like together? Like romantically? Oh my God, you and your music teacher are having an affair?
We are together. Look, I know that sounds bad, but...
Bad? It sounds scandalous. It sounds like jail time to me. Illegal!
Betty, don't go there.
Oh, I'm already there. I love how she said illegal.
Illegal.
It has to it just comes out so aggressive. Yeah.
Betty goes on to say, that Archie lied to the police and to them. Archie then says that Grundy believed in him when no one else did, which I'm sorry, that is wrong.
Oh, yeah. No, I wrote that down too. I was like, this is crazy because Betty literally has been digging his music this whole entire time.
The entire time.
And Betty, okay, so no one believes in Archie, but Betty literally carried him through the second grade.
Yeah. He just told us that she has been carrying him since second grade.
Yeah.
And also, Fred is a very supportive father.
True.
And Jughead is also a very nice guy.
Yeah, who just wanted to go on vacation.
Yeah, but Jughead's like a supportive person.
Yeah.
So there's no way Archie is, excuse me,
unsupported in any single way.
Like, okay, Archie.
Yeah, no, but it's crazy for him to even say that in front of Betty, have
Right
the nerve to say
Betty.
that in front of Betty. Because it's
Rude.
just literally, how much has she done for you?
Everything she has done.
She probably did the tryouts for him.
She's been the one playing the guitar.
Yes, exactly. She got him on varsity. It was her.
Her in the football uniform.
Yeah, exactly. The Mulan moment, basically.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was her. It was her 100%. But it's just dude, I had such a problem with that because
I was mad.
Yeah.
People are very nice to Archie.
People are too forgiving to Archie.
Yeah.
For him saying these crazy lines sometimes, it's just
I know.
frustrating.
Anyways, a car screeches to a halt in front of them. In the driver's seat is none other than Alice Cooper. She tells Betty to get in. She starts berating Betty, and Betty's just like, can we just go? And Alice punches the gas and screeches away. Veronica says, oh, Archiekins, you're in it deep this time. And she's right.
She is right.
Did you have anything?
It's just literally this was the worst situation for Betty.
Yeah.
Because she when Alice drove up, she was only with Veronica and Archie, the two people she said not to hang out with.
Yeah, that Alice has been bugging her about.
Yeah, and you have Kevin and Jughead sitting nicely in Pops, and it's just literally they couldn't have walked out at all.
No.
I mean, I know they weren't going to, but it was just I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying it's a bad look for Betty.
Unfortunately. Yeah. So we cut to Betty in her room, writing in her diary. She gets on her laptop, and the web browser she's using is called Sleuthster, which is very hard for me to say. In the search bar, she types Geraldine Grundy.
Also, too, when she was writing in her notebook, she snapped her pencil.
Oh, she did.
She was so furious or whatever.
Did.
Yeah.
I did notice that.
And then she's like, all right, diary time is over. It's time to get on Sleuthster.
We cut back to Pop's parking lot where Cheryl is sitting in her car with her cronies. Cheryl spies Hermione on the side of the building having an argument with a man. Cheryl says, Why is Veronica's mom having a clandestine tete-a-tete with a Southside serpent behind a dumpster at Pops? I did look up tete-to-tete.
Oh.
And it just translates from French head to head or private conversation.
That's so dumb.
It was a little unnecessary. Cheryl then snaps a very grainy photo of Hermione arguing with this man.
As low quality as it could be.
Yeah, it's crazy bad.
Yeah.
But she looks satisfied with it.
Yeah, so impressed with it.
Yeah,
I think her eyebrows raised or something.
Got the smug look on her face.
Face. And she's like, yeah, I dig a good picture. And the picture is literally them just like standing like straight up next to each other.
They're just standing next to each other. And I think Hermione like kind of has her arms crossed a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's like...
It's really not like as crazy.
It's not incriminating.
Yeah. Outside of who she's with, apparently.
Yes, which we'll find out. We are at Riverdale High now. Jughead is passing out flyers while talking to Archie. Archie's kind of freaking out, thinking Betty might expose him in her newspaper. Jughead says Betty would never do anything to hurt Archie, but he agrees with Betty that his relationship with Ms.Grundy is problematic. Archie says he really wants to be with her, and Jughead says, I get that. I'm trying to hold on to something much older than me, too. As he puts up a flyer for the closing night of the drive-in theater on the wall. That was a crazy line.
That was a good one. Yeah.
So now he's comparing a teacher-student scandal to the drive-in theater.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is the theater.
Everything is related to the theater to him.
Mm-hmm.
Archie asks that if Jughead finds out Betty is going to take any action regarding him and Ms.Grundy, that he tell Archie about it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have anything for that one?
All I had was, how would I say it though?
What is it?
It was like right at the starting, because he was like asking if Betty would do something, and then Jughead's like, if there was an iota of a chance of Betty to hurt Archie, she wouldn't.
He does say that.
Pause. Probably.
And Archie's face drops.
Archie like crashes out for a second, and then he's like, dude, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It was that line, but
that was a funny one.
Yeah, I did love that one.
I'm trying to cut my notes down.
Yeah, I was going to put the older one too.
So we cover each other.
Yeah.
We fill in for each other.
We're picking but then I was like, like this one was funnier because it was about Betty. I kept it in because it was a Betty thing.
I liked it. It was just hard to write with the context, I guess,
Yeah.
Which is why I cut it out. We immediately cut to Betty, who is taking action regarding Archie.
Sorry.
Archie's and Ms.Grundy's relationship. She is interviewing Ms.Grundy, and Betty says she's doing an article spotlighting teachers of Riverdale High.
But Grundy's the first one.
Grundy's the first and only.
Maybe.
Because Betty is definitely lying. Betty starts to ask, where were you before Riverdale? Did you teach at other schools? And Grundy seems hesitant, but gives a list of schools to Betty.
Mm-hmm. I put Seaside High, Centerville High.
Seaside and Centerville High.
Yes. Did I look them up? No.
I didn't think to, because they're fake, I assume.
Yeah. Centerville sounds like a superhero area, though.
Centerville does sound like a superhero high school. What was that one show? It was a high school superhero.
I don't know.
Anyway.
but I was like, I might look that up, and then I didn't end up.
Betty asks why she left those schools, and Grundy says they were all temporary positions and that this position at Riverdale is her first permanent one. Betty goes on to ask if she's ever done one-on-one music tutoring with a student prior to Archie. She says yes, last year with a student named Tomoko Yoshido and
Jason Blossom.
Betty's like, Jason? And Ms.Grundy says, such a tragedy. He was an inspiration.
Yeah, and there's a pause, though. She was like, he was looks. an inspiration.
Which is like,
Yeah, and she always kind of like whisper talks it too.
Like, what do you mean by that, Miss Grundy? And then Betty, Betty, she says, and pretty cute, right? Not super subtle. Grundy says, oh, I don't think of my students that way. And then she just like gets out of the interview.
Yeah, well, she's like, I need to get ready for my next class.
Yeah, get me out of here.
Which we have never seen her teach a class yet.
We have never seen her actually teach her class.
Yes. So is she actually getting ready for her class? We will never know.
We don't, and we'll never know. We then cut to the student lounge where Veronica is suggesting to Kevin that they go to the drive-in movie together. Kevin says, great. Another night, another hag.
Very jokingly, though.
Yes.
They're laughing about it.
Cheryl walks in and goes up to Veronica to say, speaking of hags. Did you want to say it?
You have to do it more aggressive.
You do it then.
Oh, she's like, speaking of hags. Wait, let me do it.
No, let me like set it up.
Yeah.
Cheryl walks in and goes up to Veronica to say,
speaking of hags. Was that good or no? Okay.
I'm not gonna do the whole conversation.
Oh, I have it.
Do it.
Okay. It's terrible Hermione has to work in unspeakable lows to keep those knockoff Hermes bags on your arm. What's next? Selling her hair extensions? And then Veronica's like, my mom's a waitress, Cheryl, not Fontaine.
Which is a reference. We know that one.
Yes.
From Les Miserables.
Yeah, you just made me watch it.
I made Russell watch that one.
Yes. And then it goes to saying something about like, I kind of wrote it weird, but she was talking about the town's social hierarchy. Like, Veronica, because your mom works at Pops, you need to know your place in this town. You need to know the town's social hierarchy. And then Veronica is like, And then she's like, how much of this do you have written?
None.
Okay. And then she's like, don't worry. You may be a stock character from a 90s movie, but I'm not.
Which I guess is true, kind of. Like Cheryl is playing the typical mean girl.
Yeah.
But she's not typical.
And then she was like, what does you even insulting me even have to do with my mom being a waitress or whatever?
Yeah.
And then Cheryl's like, well, speaking of your mom, I saw her with a Southside serpent having an extremely heated, intimate discussion. Now, remember how we described the photo? They were just kind of standing like normal people apart from each other.
Yeah,
straight
like 2
up.
feet.
Yeah, Hermione had her arms crossed. Extremely heated, intimate discussion in the alley behind Pops.
Behind the dumpster.
Yes. And then Cheryl goes to show the blurry photo that she took to Veronica. And then a line that I love. She shows the photo and leaves, right? And then it's just Veronica and Kevin standing next to each other. And Veronica, once again, in the way she says it, who or what is a Southside serpent?
You did it perfectly.
Thank you. I think that's my line. Like that is my line. And then Kevin's saying, oh, they're a gang that are drug dealers and petty thieves, but they only stay on the South Side. And then Veronica's like, but what is my mom doing with them?
Dun, dun, dun.
That is it.
Yeah, that's kind of all I had, but like way cut down.
I wrote it because it was funny.
It was a really good conversation, but it was like I'm having to pick and choose what I write.
Yeah, because Veronica, I'm like, well, she talked about a movie. That's kind of her thing.
Yes.
And then who or what? I had to get to that.
Who or what
is a Southside
serpent?
Like I had to get to that, so I needed enough info.
No, you had to. That's true.
To get to that point.
I didn't even have that written down, so you did have to do that.
Yeah. I don't know how many times she does that. Well, this is like the third time.
Yeah.
Who or what
is a blah blah blah?
Yeah. Oh, Chocolate Shop, and then the other one was Jason Blossom.
Yeah. Who or what? Or what did she say? What is a Pop's chocolate shop, and why does it sell
burgers. And then it's like, what happened to Jason Blossom and something.
Yeah.
Like,
who is Jason Blossom and
how did he die? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh my God. It then cuts to Veronica confronting her mom at the Pembroke. Hermione is sitting on a chair with her feet up, still in her waitressing uniform. Veronica asks her what she was doing arguing with a serpent, and Hermione basically says that she used to be friends with him in high school and she was just being polite. She said they weren't arguing, only she was chastising him for making a lewd comment. Veronica drops it, but we are not convinced.
Mm-hmm. It ends with her being like, when would I ever lie to you, Veronica? She says that.
She does say that.
Oh, and I do want to mention when Veronica walked in and Hermione was on the chair, she was like, who knew work was so tiring with her giant thing of wine?
Oh my God, I know.
I did love that. So
I did have that written, and the line kind of annoyed me because it's like, who would have thought work could be so tiring? And it's like the majority of the population, Hermione. Jesus.
She hasn't had to work before.
I know. Poor
and
thing.
Then we do get a little Hermione lore where she said, hey, you don't need to worry about the serpents. They may be from the wrong side of the tracks, but she grew up with some of them.
Yes.
During high school or just during her life, I guess. So, little Hermione lore.
Yes. Next, we're at City Hall. Jughead is peering into a miniature model of Riverdale. He has come to plead his case about the drive-in to Mayor McCoy.
Yeah. Mayor McCoy describes the Twilight Drive-In as a blight that has become a cesspool for criminals.
She did say that. Jughead goes on to tell her like a sweet story about how he and his sister, Jellybean, used to sneak into the drive-in. He says it's like a second home to him or something like that.
Mm-hmm. They used to sneak in the trunk.
In the trunk of the car.
Because they couldn't afford the tickets.
It was really cute. Mayor McCoy, I think she's being like nice about it.
Yeah.
But she tells him, the drive-in has essentially become dangerous and it's not good for the town. And the deal is already done.
Mm-hmm.
So we cut to Pop's diner. Betty and Veronica are sitting across from Archie at a booth. Betty is giving them the tea that she's found on Ms.Grundy, or the lack thereof, because all of Ms.Grundy's online accounts and such were created only a year ago. Betty was unable to find anything related to the name besides an obituary for an old woman named Geraldine Grundy who died 7 years ago. Next, I just have a quick summary of Archie blowing up on her.
Oh, and what do you have written? I guess
I'll just say it.
Yeah.
Archie kind of blows up on Betty and tells her to stop sleuthing, but as we'll come to learn, you cannot stop Betty Cooper from sleuthing. That's all I have.
That was pretty good. No, okay, mine was Archie is like, where did you even find this thing? And then Veronica's like, the deep web, the dark internet. And she's like, no, I'm just kidding. It was just simple Googling.
It's just a simple Google search.
Yeah. And then Archie's like, did you cyberstalk Grundy before or after you gave her that fake interview? And then Betty is like, you don't even know anything about Grundy. Like, did you know that Grundy used to teach Jason? And then Archie's like, oh. And then he's like, it doesn't matter. I know she's good. I'm with her. Like, yeah, I know she's good. And then Betty's like, do you really know? And then Archie is like, if you're really my friend, Betty, you would stop prying. And then Betty's like, okay.
Yeah, Archie is asking Betty to stop sleuthing. But as we come to find out, Betty Cooper will not be stopped.
I just loved the dark web.
The dark web.
Like,
the deep web.
It was just funny how they said it. But they didn't even go on Google. They went on Sleuthster.
They went on Sleuthster, which I can't say. And I mean, it's not Google.
It's not Google.
But it perhaps be.
That's the thing, web. But they made a fake website and then
they went to say Google.
Then they went to go say Google.
Google.
Yeah.
Oh, I also wanted to mention, which we can cut, but after the episode, after I watched it and took notes, I looked up a little bit of whatever. And I guess Geraldine Grundy is a canon character from the comics.
Yes.
But she's like an old lady.
Yes.
And I'm wondering because, the obituary that Betty found was of a old lady.
No, that is actual Grundy.
It's like a little
Easter egg type
Easter
thing.
egg reference or whatever. Yeah.
Because the one I was reading, Grundy was with Weatherby.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
Which is really funny.
It seems like that's kind of like, yeah, she's usually just like an old lady and everything.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool. I tried to read the newspaper when she slammed it down or whatever, but I couldn't read anything on it. I think
it was
sadly.
Too small.
It was too small and it was blurred.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, really? Like,
thanks, guys.
Yeah.
We cut to Archie having a private movie date with Ms.Grundy. I think they're at Ms.Grundy's house.
I think so. Also, like on the projector, it's like a silent movie. Like it looks like a Charlie Chaplin movie or something.
Yes. I was like, what are you watching?
Everything that they could have picked, they picked like a weird silent movie. I mean, I'm not saying the movie's weird, but for them,
I wouldn't think they would watch that
on a date. Yeah,
on a sexy
especially
date.
Archie.
Yeah,
wouldn't choose to watch that. Anyways.
Archie starts asking Ms.Grundy about her life because deep down, he knows what Betty found is a bit suspicious, I think.
Mm-hmm.
She just tells Archie that she graduated from Juilliard and auditioned for all the big symphonies, but never made the cut. And she says sometimes dreams are just dreams. Archie then asks if their relationship is just a dream. And she's like, maybe. But then she starts being flirty, and that one brain cell Archie was using stopped working.
And they start making out.
Yep. So we were like, oh, Archie's doing it. Archie, oh, dang
Never mind.
Did you have anything else?
I just have Grundy, like when he asks the dream thing, I just put Grundy says if it is, it's a nice dream.
Yes.
And then I just wrote Archie starts spiraling and asking where does all of this end? And then she's just kind of like, I mean, just kind of go along with it because right now is good enough. And then they make out.
Yeah.
But
that's why I just put maybe.
Yeah. So like nothing what I said was like, it was basically what you said. And
yeah. She basically doesn't have a plan for their relationship in the future. Yeah. And she's just enjoying it. But Archie's more stressed about it. Like, he's like, well, I want to know.
Yeah. He was like, these movie choices that she's making.
Yeah. He's like, actually,
I do really need to rethink this.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Now we cut to Betty and Veronica sneaking around a street at night. They walk up to a car, Ms.Grundy's car, which is in front of her house, where Archie is. And Betty pulls out a lockout tool from her purse and begins breaking into the car. Veronica says something like, how do you even know how to do that? And Betty says her and her dad fix cars together, which I think is mentioned in the future a lot.
I think so, yes.
They succeed in breaking in and they find a locked security box. And Betty asks Veronica for a bobby pin. Iconic.
And yes, we will have a bobby pin counter.
Yes, because this is not the first
or the last
time Betty has used a bobby pin,
as Jughead would say.
Betty lockpicks the box with said bobby pin, and in it they find an old ID card of Ms.Grundy's. It's a Minnesota license, and her name is not Geraldine Grundy on the card, but Jennifer Gibson. Who is Jennifer Gibson?
I looked up the ID. It said she was born 1982.
82.
Yeah, so I looked it up. If it started when Riverdale started, which was 2017, she would be 33.
All right, so this is a 33-year-old woman and a 16-year-old teenager.
Yes. Oh. If Riverdale is in the time that it started or whatever.
I assume it is.
Yeah.
Betty continues looking through the lockbox. Then she pulls out a small revolver, which I found out they're like they're called snub-nosed revolvers or just snubbies. So cute. Why does Ms.Grundy / Gibson have a gun? Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
This next scene.
Oh yeah,
Where are they?
I do have
Oh,
one more thing. So there is a reference. I think it's a reference anyway. But right when they break into the car, Veronica's like, "Oh, like before we're committing this felony, like why are you doing this? Is this because of Archie?" And then Betty is like, "No, I'm doing it because Grundy has Archie under some kind of sexual spell."
She does.
But it reminds me of the line from the Addams Family where it's like, have you seen it? The Addams Family Values? Oh shoot. Okay. There's one where like Morticia comes up and then like it's like the villain is like the babysitter. And she is like, "Yeah, I could respect you that you have like the guy under a weird sexual spell," or whatever. She's like, "I respect that." But like, it's so like she says something like that, which is like really similar.
I mean, knowing Riverdale, it probably is a reference.
Yeah. So I just wanted to like,
I did like that they added that in that scene.
Yeah.
Because it would be like easy to assume Betty might be jealous, but she's not. She just wants to protect Archie.
Yeah. I think it might be a reference. So I'm just kind of, I'm putting it.
Yeah, put it in.
I'm saying it's a reference.
It is. Betty and Veronica then bring the information to Archie. Before I continue, where are they?
This is outside Archie's house. He's returning home.
Oh, so they were waiting for him.
Yeah, they were waiting outside his house.
Okay. So Betty and Veronica were waiting outside of Archie's house. And when he returned, they brought the information to him. Archie is still angry that they were continuing their sleuthing.
Yeah, he calls it a witch hunt.
He does call it a witch hunt. And then
Betty's like, it's not a witch hunt. And it's not crazy.
She does say that. Archie is still angry, but now he looks also confused and worried. Betty is considering the possibility that Grundy had something to do with Jason's murder. Seeing that she changed her name, she has a gun. She used to teach Jason, and she made Archie lie about the gunshot. So things aren't looking too great for Ms.Grundy / Gibson.
Mm-hmm. Betty was disappointed in Archie because she reveals now that she told Archie to ask Grundy questions about herself.
Yes.
While they were on their date, their little mini Twilight Drive-In date indoors or whatever. But and then Archie was like, well, I was busy. He's busy.
Yeah, they started making out.
Yeah. And then he like runs inside.
Yes.
Or whatever, but that was kind of funny.
Now we are at Andrew's Construction, the company Archie's dad Fred owns and operates. Jughead is there because he learned Andrew's Construction won the bid to demolish the drive-in. Jughead throws some shade with lore. Some lore shade.
Ooh.
He says, "You put one Jones out of work. Why don't you put out another?" Implying that Jughead's dad once worked for Fred. Fred says that Jug's dad was stealing materials and he had no choice but to let him go. Jughead says something like, "You did what you had to do," and he leaves.
Yeah, you did what you had to do, like you're doing now.
Right.
You're repeating yourself, Fred. And then he's like, later. And
history
then he leaves.
repeats itself.
Yeah.
Jughead was like trying to convince Fred to give him some extra time to find out who the anonymous buyer was.
Yes, because Jughead still is trying to go on his whole thing to save the Twilight Drive-In. And he's like, if you could like stall your demolition for like a week, maybe I could go to the anonymous buyer and ask them to save it or whatever. But then, yeah, Fred's like, well, it's like, I can't do anything because it's a huge contract. And whatever gets built there might make jobs or whatever. Because right now, Jughead is the only worker there. Yes. Probably.
And not a lot of people are going to the drive-in anymore.
Yeah.
And Fred needs to pay his employees.
Exactly. But Jughead's like, because, yeah, it was like, oh, it might create more jobs for the future. And Jughead's like, for some hypothetical future.
He's so angry.
Yeah, and this is also another thing that Mayor McCoy talked about when they met each other, where it was like, well, this is for the future of Riverdale.
Yes.
Like, we need to get rid of the Twilight Drive-In for a better Riverdale future.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The Jughead's like, basically, why get rid of things when you could just like improve on them, invest in them?
Yeah. He calls out Mayor McCoy also for like not putting money into the Twilight Drive-In and kind of letting it die out.
He does. Yeah. We then cut to Mayor McCoy sitting in her office holding a glass of whiskey up, and she looks like a supervillain.
She really does.
She has like this evil smile. Then in walks Hermione Lodge. She's holding a black leather bag while wearing leather gloves, which she obviously only wore to carry the leather bag because the gloves did not go with that outfit at all. I don't know if you noticed that, but she was wearing like a nice dress.
No, I didn't notice that. I noticed the gloves though. But she was like, oh, sorry, I'm late. I had to make a pit stop.
Yes. Do we know what that was?
No.
Okay.
I thought it was just a joke about the money.
Oh,
like,
maybe.
she had to get the money, but even though I think that's the money that was shown in the episode before.
The first one, right?
Or the first episode, yeah, when she's like,
Hiram.
oh, Hiram.
Yeah. Hermione hands over the bag, calling it a donation to Mayor McCoy's re-election campaign. And Mayor McCoy says, in return, Lodge Industries will be given the Twilight Drive-In property. Lodge Industries was the anonymous buyer?
My goodness.
Dun, dun, dun. Did you have anything else?
Mayor McCoy says that the Twilight Drive-In is one of the most prime pieces of real estate.
She does say that.
Yeah, even though she told Jughead it's kind of trash and we need to get rid of it for the future.
Yes.
So Jughead is not wrong. It is something it's something worth saving because it's prime real estate.
Yes.
And then Mayor McCoy is like, no one could know about this, especially the Blossoms.
Yeah.
And then Hermione says her secret's safe as long as she holds up her end of the bargain.
Yeah, so we have some like mysteries going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why would the Blossoms?
Why would they care? And like...
And what's the end of the bargain?
What's the other end of the bargain?
Unless it's just completing the Twilight thing. The
sale.
Sale.
Unless there's something else we don't know about
There
yet.
might be something else. I mean, it's Riverdale.
Riverdale.
We will see as it goes on. But yeah, she was trying to like trash talk the Twilight Drive-In to Jughead, and then all of a sudden was like, this is the best piece of land ever.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for Jughead.
Yeah. Now we cut to Archie, who is confronting Ms.Grundy about the name change and moving around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Archie's like has his arms crossed
or
whatever. And then Grundy's like, oh, well, you want to do this? Oh, Archie, do you want to do this?
Like, what's going on?
She's trying to like get him out of the mood that he's in currently.
Yes. Grundy explains that she used to be in an abusive relationship with a man. She was married to him.
Grundy said that she was in an abusive relationship before that ended with her in the emergency room.
Yes.
But the next day, her husband said that he didn't remember it and he promised it would never happen again. But Grundy said it did.
Mm-hmm.
And so after that, she decided to get a divorce, change her name, and she left to Riverdale. And that's where she met Archie.
Mm-hmm.
And that convinced Archie, and they hug. It looked like they're going to kiss, but they hugged.
Yeah. So that was enough for Archie to drop the entire thing.
Yes. Convinced.
Easily convinced, yes. No follow-up questions.
I mean, it's a pretty good story. I mean, if like, it's not too bad, actually.
No, it's a good story. And if you care about this person, which Archie does, then of course you're going to be like, oh, that's horrible. Let me comfort you. That's,
Yeah, it's like a normal reaction. But Grundy's story, whether it's true or not, holds up, I feel like.
It does hold up.
Yeah.
There's not really like anything suspicious about that.
Yeah.
So it's a good story.
I don't know why she's going after teenagers. That's a whole different thing. But
yeah, I know. The problem I have with that is like, if Miss Grundy met Archie during the summer and did not know him, just saw him. I could understand how she might mistake him for an adult.
Yes.
He's a big guy, you know, he's tall and he's built and all that stuff. But like she knows Archie. She knows Archie goes to that school. She teaches Archie
at that school.
So it's like, okay, well, you fully knew his age and she still continued to, you know. So
yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember if this story she's telling him is true or not. And it's like kind of a complicated situation. But at the end of the day, you know,
yeah,
he's 16.
He is 16. Yeah.
Next, for the first time ever, we head over to Kevin's house.
Ooh.
He walks in where his dad, Sheriff Keller, is sitting beside a classic murder detective wall. You know, pictures and articles pinned to the wall with red string connecting the dots. Kevin is bringing him a cup of coffee, and he says, "Here's your High Point." And I did have to look that up. High Point is a brand of instant decaffeinated coffee from the 70s and 80s. So whatever. That was like decaffeinated.
That's a little surprising.
Get your caffeine.
Yeah.
Kevin then asks if he can borrow his dad's. Sorry. You said your quote was from a girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Kevin then asks.
I do like this though. I do like this one.
Dying. Kevin then asks if he can borrow his dad's truck to go to the drive-in event. His dad asks if he's got a date, and Kevin says no, he's going with Veronica.
I love this one.
Sheriff Keller then says, "Is there not a nice gay kid at your school?" And Kevin says, "Yeah, there is. Me." So we get confirmation that Kevin is in fact gay. And his dad is not homophobic.
Nice.
Hooray. His dad agrees to lend him the truck as long as he doesn't go cruising guys in the forest, you know, for Kevin's safety.
Yeah.
All right, Sheriff Keller.
Because there's a murderer on the loose.
It's okay to go cruising in the woods, but not right now.
But not right now. It was like the Fred thing where it's like, you need to get back because there is a murderer.
Which is totally fair. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we have a lot of good dads here in Riverdale.
We do.
Like, my goodness. Did you have anything else for that one?
No, I love that line though. Yeah, me.
Yeah, me. Now we cut to Fred. Are you laughing at this next one?
I mean, no, I'm not. I was laughing at the yeah, me, but also this next scene is great too.
It's so funny. Now we cut to Fred opening his door and drinking coffee from this fabulous hand-thrown red clay mug. He's opening the door to find Betty's parents, Alice and Hal Cooper.
So Hal starts and he's saying, it's been a rough couple months for them, but... And then Alice interrupts him right there and then starts saying...
that she doesn't want Archie and Betty hanging out anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I love that he's like, it's been a rough couple months, but like,
yes.
And then Alice is like, I don't want Archie and Betty hanging out. Like, it was literally so intense. Like,
yeah, Hal is very different than Alice.
Yes.
Yeah. Fred says, you know, Archie's a good kid. And she responds, we see him sneaking out of the house at all hours of the night. And Fred's like, Alice, are you spying on us? So it's kind of obvious that Fred has dealt with Alice before.
And then Alice is like, well, I guess we said what we had to say. All right, Hal, let's go.
Yeah, like, Fred defeated her.
Yeah.
By being like nice.
Oh my God.
Snarky nice.
I love that scene. Oh, and then she's like, oh yeah, like we said what we had to say. It's his problem if he ignores us.
Yes.
That's like the full line. Yeah, yeah.
And she like drags Hal away.
Yes.
And Hal, like, he doesn't want to be there. He does not want to be there. We then, of course, go straight to Betty and Archie hanging out. Archie told Betty what Ms.Grundy told him. You know, her story about the abusive ex-husband. Betty is, you know, sympathetic, but tells him that it doesn't really change anything because their relationship is still immoral and illegal. Archie just says, you know, he's going to deal with it, but on his own terms.
Yeah, she's like, well, it doesn't make anything that Grundy is doing to Archie okay.
Yes.
Then Betty's like, maybe it's not smart to be in a relationship with someone who's cutting you off from all your friends and family. And then she's like, this isn't good for you. And is this even best for Ms.Grundy?
She does mention that. Yeah. But she's being reasonable, and she's right.
And it's kind of true. If Grundy is kind of locking him off, it's kind of like...
It's like that's a different type of abuse. Yeah. Narcissistic.
Well, it's just even like... Well, even for Grundy's safety, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Grundy is making bad decisions.
Like, yeah, she should be able to like... I mean, she's getting tethered down by Archie.
Yeah.
Which makes it more...
Well, it's not...
dangerous for her?
Yeah. Like, she's putting herself in danger. This is all her fault.
Yeah.
Now we head over to the Pembroke. Smithers is entering Hermione's apartment with some dry cleaned clothing. Hermione says thank you and that Fred Andrews will be escorting her to the drive-in event.
Yes.
And she says all the pieces are in place. What is she up to?
Ooh.
I do have a little beef with Hermione in this scene. When she tells Smithers that Fred is taking her to the drive-in, she says something like, going out with an old friend is less suspicious than an old crone going alone. And when she says this, she says it in like a sad, serious, contemplative tone.
Mm-hmm.
And Smithers says, like lovingly to her, you're not an old crone. And Hermione's like, yeah, of course, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I was like, rude, jeez.
I wrote... It wasn't.
She was not joking.
No, she was fishing.
She was fishing for
a compliment. Yeah.
And Smithers gave it, and then she just turned him down. Like,
yeah,
don't say nice things about me.
Yeah.
So I did not like her
in the scene.
I love Smithers, and I wrote this, and I took it out because I was like, no one cares, but I care.
Yeah,
I care.
Justice for Smithers. Hashtag.
Smithers is played by Tom McBeath, who plays Colonel Mayborn in Stargate.
No idea.
I love Stargate, so I was super excited to see Smithers when I first watched Riverdale.
Mm-hmm.
And, Hermione's being a jerk to him. So
yeah, how dare
really
she?
Defensive.
Yeah. No, understandable. But like Smithers has done nothing wrong. Like he literally was like, you're not bad. And then she's like, I was kidding. But she didn't. It was not a joke. It was not.
She was not joking.
It was not
she
a
looked
joke.
Legitimately sad.
Smithers should have been like, yeah, you old crone.
Yeah, Smithers. Smithers is so nice. And he's like bringing her, like he's an assistant or whatever, butler or whatever to her. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't really know.
We really don't know. We got to see if he does ever enter the Pembroke again. Though.
Yeah, we need to pay more attention.
Yeah.
So now we cut to Betty's house. Alice is putting laundry away in Betty's drawers. And I know they had to do this for the plot, but Alice finds the gun that Betty took from Ms.Grundy's car in the drawer. And I'm sorry, but Betty would never hide a gun so badly.
Yeah.
It was under like a t-shirt.
It was. But also too, like Alice went and she like slid the whole aisle of clothes. Like,
she did. She didn't need to do that.
She would have wrecked whatever was folded right there.
Yes.
Like easily.
Yeah, she's being like aggressive with the putting away of clothes.
Mm-hmm. Would have destroyed that shelf. I don't know. And then she found the gun and she's like, what?
Yeah, she's like, what?
So then Alice starts crashing out.
She does.
And then she starts going through Betty's diary.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she finds Betty's diary and flips
she's like,
through it.
Oh, what? And then we cut to like the exterior of Betty's house and Betty is returning home. And Alice is there at the door and she's like, finally.
And she's holding the gun.
She's holding the gun, yeah. And she is like, yeah, I found the gun or whatever. And like, that's just for starters. And then Betty's like, oh, I could explain everything. And then Alice is like, oh, you will explain everything, but get in the car.
Yeah,
like, we need to go.
The scene changes. Now we're looking at the billboard for the Twilight Drive-In. It reads, closing night and rebel without a cause.
Ooh.
Jughead chose Betty's suggestion. How cute. In the drive-in lot, we get to see Kevin and Veronica cuddled up in the back of his dad's pickup truck when suddenly Cheryl rolls up and tells them to make room. which I'm a little confused about.
Yeah. Well, she says, make some room, outcasts.
She says, make some room, outcasts. She does.
Yes. We also get like a little scene too of like Jughead in the little projector booth.
Yes.
Doing the movie.
Yeah,
also.
So Jughead is working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Poor Jughead.
Work.
Work. You better work. Then we get Fred and Hermione in Fred's car. They're being a little silly, a little flirty, and, they're reminiscing about when they were teenagers.
Yeah. They watched Candyman their senior year.
They watched Candyman, and apparently Hermione did kiss Fred that night.
Yes.
And she calls it the briefest of flings, or whatever.
Yeah.
Hermione then gets a notification on her phone and, suspiciously tells Fred that she's going to go grab something to eat.
But yeah, when she goes and leaves for the food or whatever, Fred's like, no, I'll go with you. And then she's like, oh, well, like, I got to go powder my nose.
Yeah.
And then she leaves.
Yeah, she's being a little weird.
But I'll be honest, it's a little weird, like mid-movie to be like, let me go get some popcorn.
Yeah, you should have got it when you got there.
Yeah. And then like powder your nose. I don't know. I still don't get people powdering their noses. I guess she just has to go to the restroom. But still, it's just like weird excuse.
Well, it was just like highly suspicious. She got a text on her phone. It like dinged.
Yeah.
Fred was aware of it. She looked at it. She got all uncomfortable and she was like, I gotta go.
Yeah. I just can't believe like someone messing up watching a movie. Like,
yeah,
you'll have to be there for like an hour and a half. And it's just like, let me miss some of it.
I know.
And go do something else. I don't know. It bugs me.
It bugs me too. And also poor Fred.
Poor Fred.
You're leaving Fred alone.
Exactly.
Rude. Once Hermione leaves the car, someone starts banging on Fred's car window like a lunatic. And it's Alice Cooper, wide-eyed and shouting and waving her flashlight around. Do you have her quote?
I do have the quote. She says, I'm sorry. Oh, wait. How do I do the banging, though? Like, I'm sorry to interrupt your adultery, Fred, but you need to come with me.
It's about the kids.
Yeah, it's about the kids. And then Fred's like, oh, and then like he like leaves with her.
Yeah. That's so funny. I'm sorry to interrupt your adultery.
But it's like full jump scare. Like it's literally the moment Hermione leaves, it's like dong. Yeah.
Like really, Alice.
And her face is like plastered against the
the window.
The window, yeah.
Pressed up against it, looking crazy. We love Alice. We cut back to Kevin, Veronica, and now Cheryl. Veronica and Kevin are swooning over James Dean in the movie.
Yeah, Kevin's like, that hair. Veronica's like, that jacket.
Yeah. And Cheryl interjects and she's just like, Jason used to love the drive-in theater. And we get like the biggest eye roll from Kevin.
Yeah. Kevin and Veronica both do an eye roll, actually.
Yes.
Like Kevin eye rolls, they look at each other. Veronica eye rolls.
It was so good. The camera then pans to a group of hooligans. It's a group of troublemakers from the South Side. Among the group are some South Side serpents, I believe. They're causing a ruckus and, like throwing popcorn around. Kevin calls them South Side trash and then looks back at him and just shh. He just shushes them.
And they are like feet apart. Like it would be like at least, I don't know. There's some distance between them though.
Yeah. Probably like 3 or 4 car lengths.
Yes. And it's just like, and Kevin just shh at them. Like
it
they
couldn't
would
have
hear
been that audible.
Yeah.
But the group does kind of glance at him. But one of the people in the group stands out.
Oh.
A South Side guy with the most beautiful, stunning eyes looks at Kevin seductively.
Oh.
At least that's how I read it. Did you read it seductively?
Yes.
Okay, good. Kevin's like, oh, and he turns back around. Then Veronica gets up and she says,
so she gets up, turns around to the serpents and the South Side people, and she's like, hey, you know what happens to a snake when a Louis Vuitton heel steps on it? shut up and find out.
And then like the classic Reddit fantasy story happens as everyone like stands up and claps for her.
Literally, it cuts to like every other car like occupant. They're all clapping. Some of them are giving like thumbs up to Veronica, and they're like, "Woo, yeah, all right, yeah."
So stupid.
And then Veronica does like a little curtsy.
She gives a curtsy.
She does a little curtsy to everyone, and then she sits back down.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
So after Veronica sits down, she's like, "Oh, I dealt with worse at the East Village." And she's like, I do agree with this line so much. She's like, "I just hate when people disrespect my cinematic experience." So
true.
Oh my God. I hate, I'm just like, when I watch a movie, I need to like lock in. And if there's like other things, it like, I hate getting unimmersed by stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So then while that's happening, Cheryl takes like a bite of a licorice, and then like Veronica kind of like looks over, and then she's like, "Cheryl, why don't you get us a refill for a popcorn?" And then Cheryl's like, "Kevin, why don't you get us a refill for our popcorn," or whatever. And then Kevin's like, "Ah," and then he goes to go get the popcorn.
Yes.
And as he leaves, Veronica like scoots away from Cheryl because Veronica was like in the middle of the three of them. Mm-hmm. So she kind of moves away, but then Cheryl like ends up scooting closer to her.
Yes. And when Veronica scoots over, she happens to see a very unsubtle Hermione Lodge sneaking behind the building with a serpent man.
As suspicious as possible, too.
Looking
she's
around,
she's like looking every single way. I think she has like a trench coat on or something too.
The leather gloves are back.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
It was like, girl.
Yeah, as suspicious as she could be.
Yes. Over at the concession stand, we have Kevin. He says to the worker, "Can I get a refill?" He looks back to see a couple making out. "And some gummy worms and a cola." He looks at the couple making out again and says, "And a hot dog? Who am I trying to impress?" The worker's like, "We're out of dogs." And Kevin's like, "Figures." He grabs his like bag of snacks, turns around, and almost walks right into that beautiful South Side guy that was eyeing him earlier.
Oh
my goodness. The guy asks, "Not so tough without your beard, huh?" Referring to, of course, Veronica. Kevin is agooped. Did you see this weird scene change?
Was that about Veronica? Without your beard?
Beard? Isn't that like
I don't know.
Oh, I know what that means.
I don't know what it means.
Russell. A beard means...
I thought they meant like his dad, because his dad has a beard.
No, a beard in like the gay community is like someone that you hang out with that like makes you more like of a threat or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
I don't know.
Let me look it up because that's what I thought it was.
Sorry, Pride Month's over. I don't remember.
I don't know what that is. Gay.
I also do want to mention, because this character might be... We do see this character as time goes on, and I do just want to mention that the concession worker, his name is Ben.
Oh, that was Ben?
That was Ben.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah. So he's not really like a super important character, but he does show up and make like little cameos throughout the seasons. So I just want to mention that was him, because we do see him later. And yeah, he was working here. His last day of work at the concessions.
Ah, yes. It says for a beard, a person who dates or marries or is around someone that hides that person's true sexual orientation.
Oh.
So it's like a cover-up, essentially.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now you know.
Now
you learn something new every day.
I wrote it because I was confused by the quote.
Oh.
And I was like, is he talking about Sheriff Keller? Because like it's like, oh, you're the cop's kid or whatever. I guess he doesn't know, because later on he does ask. But like I was like, I thought that's what he meant.
No.
Nope. Like, oh, you're not protected by the police.
Does it make more sense now?
Yeah.
Good. We cut to, so there is like a kind of a funny scene change. I don't know if you noticed, but when Kevin is talking to the Southside guy, he's kind of holding like this, paper bag of snacks or whatever, kind of like by his, belt area. And then the scene changes to another brown paper bag being held at someone's waist or like belt area, but it's a bag of money.
Oh.
And it's actually that serpent guy behind the building with Hermione Lodge. He is looking at the money and saying that it isn't enough. and that maybe he needs to have a word with Hiram. Hermione is basically like, this is what I thought the agreed upon amount was or whatever.
Mhm.
But, she says, as long as Hiram's in jail, you'll be dealing with me.
Yeah.
And Veronica was, of course, spying on the entire conversation.
Yeah. She's like peering behind the building or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the serpent was like, enjoy the movie, Hermione. Kind of ominously.
So spooky.
Yeah.
Next, we head over to Riverdale High's music room. Archie is walking in with a gift for Ms.Grundy. She opens it and it's a cello bow. Apparently a nice one because she says that Archie can't afford this.
Yeah.
He then tells her that he sold one of his guitars.
Yeah, he pawned one off. And she's like, no, you shouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She thanks him, and then they start getting a little intimate. But then, in another rare smart moment for Archie, he basically tells her that they should probably stop seeing each other. She seems to be taking it pretty well, and they hug. Ms.Grundy pulls her head away while they're hugging, and it does look like she's about to kiss Archie when the door slams open. Who barges in? Alice Cooper. And with our second, well. Behind her is trailing Fred, and of course, she forced Betty to be there too.
Yeah, she was like, there they are. What did I tell you?
Grundy is shocked. Archie is also shocked. But you would think Alice would be yelling at Grundy, but she's directing most of her speech to poor Archie. She's telling Archie to explain what's been going on, and she says, please don't leave out any of the lurid details because Betty here keeps a very meticulous diary. During Alice, kind of yelling at Archie, Fred is staring down Ms.Grundy, who is the correct person to be angry at here.
True. I do want to say, it cuts to Betty. She mouths to Archie, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Betty feels bad. Betty did not want it to happen this way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Alice just unfortunately found the gun hiding behind the one scrap of clothing in her drawer. So we cut over to some seedy, dark corner of the drive-in where I believe the writers and directors of the show wanted us to believe that the beautiful Southside guy was beating up Kevin because it sounded like a scuffle was happening. But I don't think anyone was shocked to see that they were actually just making out.
He was like pushing him against the fence, so it was like
making the noise. Yeah,
yes,
like
and then the
noises.
popcorn is spilt all over the floor that he just refilled.
It was a violent scene, but they were just making out, and I thought, wait, Kevin's gay?
What? I wouldn't have never thought this. Oh my goodness!
Plot twist of the century. Kevin pulls away, and he says, okay, I really need to go this time. The Southside guy then introduces himself as Joaquin. Kevin grabs Joaquin's phone and gives him his number. Joaquin looks a little worried when he sees the contact info. He says, Kevin Keller, as in Sheriff Keller. And Kevin asks, is that a problem? And Joaquin asks, is this a problem? As he pulls back his jacket sleeve to reveal a Southside serpent tattoo. Kevin says, I won't tell if you won't. Joaquin smiles and they start making out again. Go Kevin.
Waste no time.
I know.
Kevin got his kiss at the movies.
He did. It was so cute. And Joaquin he really is a beautiful person.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Eyes are piercing.
Yes.
But not in the bad way.
No, really, yeah, very beautiful person. Yeah, so good job. Good job, Kevin. So we cut back to the music room. Alice is finally directing her energy at Ms.Grundy. She says, I thought the one thing that we could keep our Riverdale safe from was child predators.
Yeah.
Alice.
I wrote that down though, and that's the only thing they could keep Riverdale safe from.
The one thing.
The one thing.
And they couldn't do that.
Because Riverdale, once again, was a good town before the Jason Blossom murder.
But apparently it couldn't have been that good.
Apparently it couldn't have that. That's what I mean. What everyone's saying is like, it wasn't the first thing. It wasn't this. It wasn't this.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, wait, how good was Riverdale?
Alice is like, at least we don't have child predators. But she's like, dang
it.
Archie cuts in to say that, Ms.Grundy's not a predator. He says that he went after her and, everything was consensual. But let me remind you that Ms.Grundy basically, shoved him in her car and started this whole thing over the summer.
Yeah. Archie's just taking the fall for her.
Yes, of course.
Really.
But I need to remind you, just in case you forgot.
Yeah.
Grundy did start this mess.
Grundy did start this.
Yes, and Archie is a teenager, so. Now, we get a pretty important conversation here. Alice wants to take them to the police.
Oh, she says, let the wheels of justice happen.
Let the wheels of justice happen.
Mm-hmm.
Fred is kind of like, let's slow down. This is complicated. Let's hear the full story. And Betty says to Alice, like, why are you putting Miss Grundy on trial like this? And Alice says that it's not just about Grundy, but also about Archie.
Yeah,
Alice
she points at him. It's like,
yes.
It's not about her. It's about him.
Yes.
And it's like this really aggressive point. Yeah.
Alice says she wants her to see what kind of person Archie really is. Fred gets defensive, rightfully so. Then Betty cuts in. She says that if Alice goes to the police, that Betty will tell the police that she broke into Grundy's car, robbed her, and made up the entire story about the affair. Betty says, it will be like I finally just snapped, like Polly. It'll prove what everyone already thinks about us. Crazy runs in the family, like mother, like daughter.
This is crazy too, because okay, Fred was Fred was on Alice's side.
Yeah. No, he's on Alice's side, but he's like...
And then it was like, wait, no, actually, I hate Archie. And then Fred was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Cool it. Even Betty, too, was like, oh.
Like, hold on.
Yeah. Betty was kind of letting it happen also. But right when Alice was like, okay, I hate Grundy, but actually, this is all about Archie because I need to prove that he's a terrible person to you, Betty.
Yes.
Both of them were like...
Fred and Betty both are like, oh, well, hold on. If this is what your goal is, then, we need to protect Archie.
Yeah, and I think, here, wait, let me see if I can find it. Doesn't she say something, kind of funny? She says something about, well, I need to tell the truth.
Oh, she's going to tell the neighbors.
Is that the part? Yeah.
Like, the neighbors need to know or something.
Yeah,
no, I think that's the same part.
So after she is like, oh, I'm going to hurt Archie, she does backpedal a little bit, actually, because this does happen after it. And she's like, this isn't about hurting Archie, trying to get them back on her side. It's about doing what's right. And of course, informing our neighbors.
Yeah, which is don't say that. Grundy then chimes in and says that she'll quit her job. Alice says, not good enough. She needs to leave town. And Archie's like, no, why? Fred agrees with Alice and says that it's best for Miss Grundy to leave town.
Yeah.
Grundy gets up to leave. Archie, kind of runs after her. And they share one last look before Miss Grundy leaves.
With the cello bow.
With the cello bow, the expensive cello bow that Archie can't afford.
So Archie lost his guitar, one of the guitars, lost Grundy, and lost a cello bow.
Well, Archie was breaking up with her, but also we know Archie, so probably wouldn't have lasted.
Yeah, he would have seen her around school, though.
Yeah, he wouldn't have lost her completely. They could still be friends. I don't know what that would what that would be at that point.
He would just have to take her class like a regular student.
Yes. Now we head over to Kevin and his dad. They were both at the drive-in event, and I think they arrived back at their house at the same time.
Yeah, he was like, oh, Kevin, how was the movie?
And Kevin says, quite the twist ending.
Did he watch the movie?
I know. I actually haven't watched that movie, so I don't know if there's a twist ending.
I don't know either.
So I feel like Sheriff Keller's like, huh?
Yeah, I just assumed Kevin was lying about it.
Well, he means that he met Joaquin.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that movie doesn't have a twist ending just because of the type of movie it is.
I've never seen it.
Me neither.
So we gotta watch it.
We can't really make a judgment.
I think
on
he
that.
just meant, it's what you said. I think he was talking about Joaquin was his twist ending.
I'm just saying, like, if you said that to someone who was watching the movie and they were like, what? There isn't a twist ending.
Yeah. Well, isn't that like, and that's like a famous movie.
It's a very famous movie. Yeah. James Dean.
I have not seen.
Me neither.
But people
I guess we can watch it right now.
Right now, the little break.
A little break, yeah.
Cue into our 2-hour watch through of Rebel Without a Cause, chosen by Betteline Cooper.
Betteline? Bets. Kevin and Sheriff Keller notice that their front door was cracked open. The sheriff gets out his gun and inspects the house. The place was trashed, and the murder wall ripped to shreds.
No,
how unfortunate. That work.
He put a lot of work into that murder wall. Like, literally every single resident of Riverdale was on that wall.
Yes.
It was filled to the brim, all ripped down.
He ate, and they tore it down.
Yeah, it was tragic.
Now we cut over to the Pembroke. Veronica is confronting her mom about what she saw at the drive-in. Hermione explains that Veronica's dad, Hiram, hired the Southside Serpents to lower the property value of the drive-in just by hanging out there and doing crime, so he could purchase it at a lower price. Veronica finds out that her dad / the family company is the anonymous buyer.
Mm-hmm. Hermione also says that Hiram put every last penny into this deal.
Yes. So
every last penny.
All of their money he's investing into this deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot's on the line. Hermione goes on to say that Riverdale is basically old and outdated and needs help getting moved along. So they want to gentrify Riverdale. Veronica says that's wrong. And Hermione kind of eats here. She says, basically, Veronica, did you like shopping at those fancy stores and living in that fancy house and eating at those expensive restaurants? Well, that lifestyle was provided by Hiram, basically telling Veronica that she's a hypocrite for judging the way her family makes money while benefiting directly from it. Which is true, but also Veronica is not an adult and obviously wasn't aware of the shady business practices until now.
Yeah. Right after, they put every last penny into this deal, Veronica says, Dad really is. And I think it's implied the devil incarnate.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, and then that's when she's like, no, your dad's a businessman.
Oh.
And then that's when she's like, oh, you like this, you like that, or whatever. But she did go, Dad really is. Yeah. ...
So Veronica is seeing her dad in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
And Hermione is like, be grateful. Next, we see a tearful Archie sitting in his dad's car. Fred goes around to open Archie's door and he comforts Archie. At some point in the argument they were having at the music room just now, Archie says something like, this is my fault. I did this. I'm stupid or something.
Yeah. Oh, I think I have it actually. Wait. He says, I'm selfish and I'm stupid. I don't deserve to be your daughter's friend, to Alice.
So that's what Archie was saying to Alice in the music room just before. So when Fred goes to comfort Archie now, he tells Archie that he's not stupid and that this wasn't his fault, which is the correct thing to say here.
Yeah.
Fred and Archie hug. What a nice dad.
Fred had to muster the you're not stupid lie, though.
He did.
He really did.
He had to really, yeah.
Or he just believes in his son, which is fine. But for us...
For us in this house.
It cuts to all of us every time we called Archie stupid so far.
Poor Archie.
Poor Archie, man. He just can't get a break.
I know. Now we head over to Betty's house where Alice is saying that Polly had so many secrets, and she asked that Betty doesn't keep any more secrets from her. Which, here's the thing, if Alice has this crazy reaction whenever she finds out any, sensitive information, that's definitely not going to make Betty want to share that information ever.
Yeah, it's kind of like the exact opposite effect.
Yeah. Alice was right to, confront Ms.Grundy, but she went like full crazy.
She like was good at one step, but then she went one step too far.
A few steps too far.
Well, I'm counting the step as going after Archie.
Yes.
Like she was fine at like, I need Ms.Grundy out of here.
Yeah.
But right when she went, actually, this is about Archie and I don't care about Grundy, it was like, oh.
Like, hold on. Yeah. So now, of course, I mean, I don't think Betty trusted her mom since episode 1. But now she definitely doesn't.
Yeah. But Alice was saying that was the only way to keep Betty safe was to so that they don't keep any secrets.
Yes. And then Betty says, "What's my name, Mom? Say it." Alice says, "Elizabeth Cooper." And Betty says, "That's right. I'm Elizabeth. I'm not Polly. And Archie isn't Jason. So stop using them as an excuse to control my life."
Say my name. Vampire.
I know. Say it.
It gave that a little bit.
Say it out loud. Vampire. I think Alice just takes her leave after Betty says that.
Yeah, so they're both kind of like tearing up.
Yeah, they're
like
crying
while this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alice leaves, and because Betty crosses her arms and kind of like puts her back to Alice.
Yeah.
And then Alice is like, well, I guess I'm leaving.
Yeah.
But they were both kind of crying.
They were.
In different ways.
It was a stressful night.
It was.
For everyone. Betty then cracks open a fresh diary. But before she starts writing, she spies Archie sitting at his window. She texts him, "I'm sorry." And Archie replies, "It's okay. You were trying to help, ... They smile at each other and she begins narrating her diary entry. She says, "Dear diary, love makes you do crazy things. And maybe some of what I did was wrong, but maybe I was right about some things too. Maybe Ms.Grundy was dangerous in some way." As Betty says this, we see Ms.Grundy wearing her oversized heart-shaped glasses, carrying her slushy drink, and she's about to get into her car, which is packed with all her belongings. We then see 2 athletic teenagers, not from Riverdale, I assume.
I guess not.
Walking down the sidewalk. She lowers her sunglasses to check them out. And we get confirmation that this was not a one-off thing with Archie. She is, in fact, a predator. Goodbye, Ms.Grundy. You won't be missed, but your sunglasses will. Betty goes on to quote, "Tomorrow morning, when we wake up, the world will yet again be changed." And with this, we see a melancholy Jughead in the projection booth at the drive-in, saying his last goodbyes to the place. He looks at an old photo, presumably of him and his sister Jellybean when they were kids. The camera pans to a small bed in the booth, showing us that Jughead was not only working here, but also living here. It then cuts to the outside of the booth now, where Jughead is tagging the wall with "Jughead Jones was here," including his signature crown logo. He has like a big hiking backpack on, packed with all of his stuff. And as he's walking away from the booth, we see the Serpent Man that was dealing with Hermione earlier. They have a little conversation. The Serpent Man asks where Jughead's going to live now. Jughead replies, "I'll figure it out, Dad. I always do." So Jughead's dad is a Southside Serpent.
Whoa.
And for reasons we can only speculate, Jughead does not want to live with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a lot of the dads here in Riverdale are pretty hot.
The serpent. Well, now we know who it is. But the serpent was like, they'll tear everything down, even the booth, and us with it. And then Jughead's like getting like, maybe they'll save all the pieces in Town Hall in the attic and rebuild it in 100 years. And they kind of like smile at each other.
And he said, and wonder who the hell we were.
Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, I wonder who we are, who the heck we are.
Who the heck we are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a bittersweet moment. And Jughead does not know that, the Southside Serpents were hired to, linger around the drive-in to lower the property value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
yeah,
kind of messed up.
That sucks. His dad made him lose his home and his job.
Yeah, that was sad. I do want to do a side note. Last episode at the mayor's Taste of Riverdale event. This one's been haunting me. Jughead asked Archie if sneaking out was worth the locally sourced Munster. Me and Rosal were confused, trying to figure out the Munsters reference he was making. We later realized that he meant Munster cheese, which makes sense for the food
Taste of Riverdale.
So, if you were listening to last episode and thought, oh my God, they're so dumb, you would be correct.
And we need a Fred to tell us we're not stupid.
Yes, we do need Fred.
What's funny too is we pointed out, I know we both pointed out that there's all the food posters.
Yeah.
We fully pointed out that there was all those food posters and then got confused. I love Munster cheese also.
I love Munster cheese.
It's one of my favorites.
But okay.
But
when right before he said that,
yes,
he was looking at Josie.
No, he was looking at Josie. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, that's why I was confused too, because I was like, what does like the Munsters have to do with a musical performance? And then I thought, or maybe he means like the drama that just unfolded with Alice, but also what does that have to do with the Munsters?
Because it's like, it's like slapstick, I guess, or something.
That's the only thing. But it didn't really make sense. And also look like, I don't know.
Also too, Jughead and Veronica kind of only talk in movie references.
That's true. So that could have swayed our opinion.
So then for him to just talk about a cheese
randomly,
a random cheese randomly was like
it just didn't click.
It was too normal to be Riverdale.
It was too
for
normal.
that moment.
And we're still gonna call Archie dumb, even though we're also dumb.
We got one thing wrong out of well, okay, wait. Well, I got the Smithers thing wrong. We got Smithers wrong, and we got the Munster thing wrong, and that's about it. But we didn't even get the Smithers thing wrong, actually. It was just we got it confirmed.
Yeah.
We got it confirmed.
Yeah, we just didn't know.
Yes.
The Munster was our bad.
That was actually our bad. So first mistake of the podcast. Corrected though.
Now.
I know, one episode later.
So. Yeah, I figured it out the morning after we recorded episode 3.
Yeah.
I woke up, I was making my cup of coffee, and I was like, wait a second. And I texted you immediately.
Yeah.
I said, are we dumb? Oh my God. So that concludes our coverage of episode 4 of Riverdale. But before we let you go, let's share our favorite quote of the episode. Rosal,
yes.
Go ahead and start. I cannot guess what it is.
Honestly, I don't know if it's my favorite quote now going through it.
Do you need time to think?
Okay, so what I wrote was actually the Alice quote where she slams on the door.
That one was really good.
Yeah.
The adultery one.
Yeah. She's like, dun, dun, dun. I'm sorry to interrupt your adultery, Fred, but you need to come with me. Like, that one was good. Great. But I don't know now, because it's like, okay, I do love the Betty one where it's like, it's not what it is, Betty. And it's like, so it's platonic? And then he's like, it may be a little bit what you're thinking. I like that one. And I also, too, love the Kevin one. The it's me.
It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Yeah. I hope you find a nice gay kid like there. And at school? And he's like, yeah, it's me. That one, okay, that might be it, but
the delivery and context of that quote, I think, makes it better.
Yeah,
because it was
just kind of cute and funny.
It was super cute. I loved that Sheriff Keller was so open.
Yeah,
and
it's
accepting.
a good moment for Kevin, like,
Yeah,
which we might not get a lot of.
Maybe not.
But like right now, the season 1 Kevin is like so good.
He's great.
Yeah, but the intensity of the Alice Cooper scene where she slams on the thing.
I feel like for that one, you really need to see it.
You do need to see it.
Where Kevin's is more like you can say it.
It plays off. Like Alice, I cannot quote that. Like actually, like I can't like put it into actual conversation.
You need visual context.
But you need the visual. But she's like slamming on that door. She like jump scares, slams that door, and then her face is like pressed into as close as possible to that glass as possible.
Yes.
Yeah. But what is yours?
Can I get a refill? And some gummy worms and a cola? And a hot dog? Who am I trying to impress?
That one was good.
That one was my favorite.
The cutback to the couple making out.
I love it.
So funny.
And the way he says, and a hot dog. Like he's just given up on life.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. You know what? I'm gonna change mine to the other Kevin one then.
We're double Kevin.
Wait, let me find it.
This is Kevin's episode.
Do you have it?
Oh yeah.
It's so good. Kevin deserves his time, honestly.
Yes.
Okay. Is there not a nice gay kid at your school? And Kevin's like, yeah, there is. Me. It's so good. Okay, yeah. It has I think that one beats it. It comes off better than the Alice one. I'm just not as intense enough for Alice.
Alice has to be like a whole performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do still completely love the Alice quote where she's like, if he suffered, how? and I do love the pink perfection. It suits you better.
Yeah.
Like I like her like quieter ones.
Yes.
But like this one is like too intense and I don't think it came off as well. But
it was great though. It's a great scene.
It's a great scene.
We would love to hear what your favorite quote of the episode was, as well as any other comments or questions or insights you might have. So if you can, head over to the comment section and let us know. If you're interested in commercial-free listening, bonus content, or if you just want to send some support our way, please check us out on our Patreon. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube, and Patreon, all under Riverdale and Back Again. We will be uploading the next episode next Saturday, so make sure to follow or subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you all for hanging out with us, and we're looking forward to hearing from you. Until next time.